I got a secret. You might be a songwriter.
If someone was like, I got a secret, you might be a songwriter, you would be like, I know, bitch.
I know that.
That's not a secret. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of 2 Gay Mats. It's Matt Steele.
It's Matt Palmer.
And it took a little while. We're a little late.
It's not bad. Oh, not bad. In comparison to putting
all the other gays.
Yeah, it's more, well, sure. I don't think it took us that long. We have lives. You can't always be there for midnight showings of Lady Gaga films, but we saw it.
We should be.
We should.
We guys, we acted irresponsibly.
That's
we
true.
didn't see it soon enough, but you know what? We saw it within the week.
Yes, that counts.
We saw A Star Is Born starring
Yes.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. No, I love Bradley.
Yes, and he did a great job.
He did a fantastic job. I will say. We are here to review it, talk about our favorite parts, what we liked, what we thought could have been improved upon.
Yes.
Maybe. Let's just dive right in to the deep end.
Oh.
Let's get away from the shallow.
Yes.
And talk about our favorite parts.
All right. You know, I'm a big softie. Really, I'm a softie deep down. You know, hard exterior, soft interior.
It's true. It's true.
I was really invested in the beginning when they were falling in love. Just all the sequences. Like, I really loved how you saw their love story blossom, and obviously the music was very strong then, but you saw how much he inspired her, but she treated him like a human being and no one else would. People just wanted pictures and she punched him out.
I didn't understand that at all. It's kind of like, why did she punch him? I don't know. He was just being like a little annoying at the worst.
Yeah.
But I guess he deserved it. And Lady Gaga packs a punch.
That's true.
So they needed to go to the grocery store, get some peas, get some Cheetos, and sit in the parking lot and I guess write the next Oscar-winning best song on the fly.
Yes, unless they put too many songs up for it and split the votes, which could happen. Dreamgirls, knock.
We remember.
I also really enjoyed the beginning where she is at the drag show. I think Shangela and Willem did a great job. So I felt like, oh, this is going to be so light and so fun. And it wasn't light or fun.
You know, I had an audition for one of those drag queens.
Did you?
I did. My agent Simony was just like, here you go, here's an audition for A Star Is Born. And I just saw that it was for A Star Is Born and I was like, oh my god, what is this? And I opened it and it was looking for a professional Barbra Streisand impersonator. And I just told my agent, I was like, I don't do drag.
Right.
I can put on a wig and act like a woman, but I don't
No, you're not. That's a whole profession.
That's a whole profession that I've never done, so I don't know what I'm doing as far as that goes. And whenever I try to do an impression of Barbra Streisand, I end up sounding like Marlon Brando. So I told my agent, I was like, thanks, but I'm gonna embarrass myself at this audition. And it's fine because it looks like they cut the Barbra Streisand impression out anyway. I assumed they were gonna have a Barbra Streisand impression because they had her singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow during the titles where it was like, Star is Born, which I thought was stunning. The title card I thought was amazing.
Let's talk about this title card, man. So we don't have all day.
The title card was beautiful.
We can't go shot by shot.
So I guess to pay homage to Judy Garland, to the Judy Garland version, and I assumed they were gonna have a Barbra Streisand impersonator to pay homage to the Barbra Streisand version. Barbara was next.
And the little boy from Hamilton, the little gay boy from Hamilton. He's not gay. I don't know if he's gay in real life.
What? I don't think he is, but was he supposed to be gay in the movie?
And that's what I was wondering.
Because
I think so.
I was like, yes, he's her friend. Obviously, she has to have a gay friend. She's Lady Gaga. And also, he was at the gay bar. And he was like, yeah, this is fun, whatever. But then, when Bradley Cooper falls asleep after the big concert in the beginning, and she knocks on her friend's door, and she's like, hey, gay friends, I need help. He fell asleep or whatever. What do I do? And he's shirtless and everything. There were giggles of girls in the door, in his hotel room.
I didn't hear that.
And so I was just like, is he in there having a threesome with girls?
His advice was wake her up by shaking your boobs in his face. That feels like gay advice, right? I don't know what straight men say, but in my head that sounds like something I would say before going to bed alone.
My favorite parts were the musical moment where she goes from the airplane going to the big concert, and it intercuts with the actual concert. Her climbing the stairs backstage. I thought that was very well edited, and I also thought the spoiler alert, the suicide, was very well directed. It's obviously very dramatic. The whole thing is very melodramatic.
Yes.
But yeah, I thought the suicide was done very effectively, where he is standing for a while and then he closes the garage. I loved how it sort of played into the melodrama of the 50s version and the 70s version. There was sort of a fantasy element about it, how she made up a song in 2 seconds in her head and he somehow memorized it and arranged it in less than 12 hours.
Those moments, and to be fair, I had watched Glitter pretty recently before I saw this, but those moments I was like, this really feels like the part of Glitter where both DJ Dice and Billy Frank are writing the same song, Never Too Far, at the same time. And I'm I'm like, it can happen anywhere. It can happen in Star is Born, it can happen in Glitter. I was also wondering if Allie and Billy Frank would have been friends.
I don't think their tastes would have overlapped.
Why not?
I don't think their Venn diagrams.
They could do a Never Too Far / I'll Never Love Again mashup.
Do you think that'll happen at the Oscars?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
To avenge the Glitter soundtrack, the underrated, underappreciated.
It is underrated and underappreciated, and it's iconic and should be on Spotify. Mariah, if you're listening, Virgin Records, the people need it.
Immediately when they were in the parking lot and she just started singing randomly, I immediately thought of Matt Palmer.
Why?
Because he was like, did you just make that up right now? And she was like, yeah, I just like made it up and everything. And Matt Palmer's big thing when he's writing music as a songwriter, he's like, I hate it when people ask me if I just made that up. And it's like, no, I spent hours and hours and hours writing it. But of course, this is a fantasy.
It's a fantasy.
It's a romance.
I also love that Bradley Cooper was so good because initially you hear him do that voice and you're like, oh god, this is gonna be a long 2.5 hours. And by the end I was like, oh Bradley.
Whenever him and Sam Elliott were together, it was just like, and then like Sam Elliott starts to cry and you're like, what are you crying about?
I didn't hear any of that.
I did not catch on to the fact that they were brothers at all until they get into the big fight scene. Like, he talks about, oh, my mom had me when she was 15. Then my mom died during childbirth, and my dad died when I was 13, so my brother raised me. And I was like, oh, so he had an older brother. That's weird, because his mom was so young when she had him. And then in another scene, she was like, yeah, well, my brother was like my half-brother.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this makes sense and everything. And I just thought that this gray-haired guy, Sam Elliott, was some rando, his manager, perhaps. And
I feel like they say in those initial scenes.
I mean, it sounds like gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. And so then all of a sudden when Bradley Cooper like punches in the face and he's like, you sold Dad's grave, I was like, wait,
Dad?
Dad?
Our dad?
He looks like his father.
Yeah.
He's, okay, and it's like, I get it, it's a melodrama here. He's a much, 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 much older brother. So that means that the father, Bradley Cooper's character's father, must have been much, much, much older than the 15-year-old mother. How old was this father impregnating this 15-year-old mother if Sam Elliott is so old himself?
I don't want to think about it.
We're not thinking about it, guys.
What were your favorite songs?
My favorite song, that is the most underappreciated song in the entire soundtrack, is Look What I Fucking Found. That song is a jam. It's interesting. It like fits with the rest of the score of the movie, but it's just like a little quirky and like so singable, but still like not being so singable. So like I love that song. I think it's great. It's a jam.
I do like that song a lot.
Yeah.
I like Is That Alright?
Yes, we know you did a cover of it.
You can see the Matt Palmer cover. We'll have a link below. I also like I'll Never Love Again. I enjoy the song, even though sure, does it sound like any of her other music? No. But I think it is well written, it is well sung, and it is, you know, I think it's impactful. It moved me. She sounds great on it.
It's a lovely song.
Yes.
She sounds great on it. Of course you like it because it has a 90s like, slap on the rim.
I love that. Yes.
Like a 90s R&B Whitney Houston, like pop cover, pop ballad.
I thought it was great.
And it's a lovely song. She performs it beautifully.
Yes.
It does not fit with any of the other songs of the show.
Matter.
But sure, you know,
I just think it's strong melodically, and of the like sellout pop songs, because pop songs are all selling out, which is always also just kind of annoying. I understand that that's like the story of the movie itself. I assume it's in all of it, but it's like, let's not make pop music just sellout music. Really great pop music has been made and is being made, and Lady Gaga has made a lot of great
and Lady
pop
Gaga
music.
is famous because she made some of the best.
Yes, exactly.
Of all time.
But it's also like, were those songs like as strong and have as much of a point of view as a Lady Gaga pop song? Of course not.
No.
But even still, like, I don't know. That was just a little gripe I had as a pop music fan.
Yeah, exactly. And as a Lady Gaga fan, it's kind of just like, oh, like, you know, let's not forget that Lady Gaga is Lady Gaga.
I think Heal Me and Hair Body Face are pretty close for me. I think maybe I prefer Hair Body Face.
I definitely prefer Hair Body Face.
I like Heal Me though.
Heal Me is lovely. Hair Body Face is more like,
Yes, it's more of a moment. And it's also very obvious with Heal Me that The Cure came out of these sessions. Like The Cure, I went and checked the writers on The Cure because I was like, The Cure sounds like one of these alley. It sounds like an alley song. Like it's always like we enjoyed The Cure, but as we kept listening to it, I was like, it doesn't feel like Lady Gaga. It doesn't have that same bite of like a monster, you know. And you listen to it, and it's an alley. I think The Cure is an alley B-side, and I'm gonna go to the grave thinking that.
What do you think the movie would have been like if it was Beyonce directed by Clint Eastwood?
Very different. I don't think she'd be doing like a Coachella rock folk thing. Like, I felt like he was supposed to be like a one-person Mumford & Sons kind of thing.
I also just think it's funny, like, Lady Gaga, like, in all her interviews, I love the video where she repeats there could be 100 people in a room, and only 99 don't believe in you, but there's only one that believes in you. That one person was Bradley Cooper for me. And it's kind of like, actually, Lady Gaga, you seem like the person who believed in Bradley Cooper. Because once Clint Eastwood dropped out, Beyonce was like, oh, never mind. Never mind, I'm busy, I'm having kids, I can't do this movie. And so Bradley Cooper signed on. Bradley Cooper was the one that they gave a chance to. He's a first-time director. Right. So it's like, oh no, Lady Gaga, I think most people in the room believe in you. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone believed that you could handle this role of like the amazing singer and performer.
Right, I know, it's like, yes, we know that you are that.
I also loved the moments where Lady Gaga had her thick Italian accent when she was talking to her dad. And my favorite scene, I think, was when she like woke up from her nap after her long day with Bradley Cooper, and she's wearing her like pajama shirt and like short like shorts that you could tell she like slept 3 hours in, and she's like running around the house, and she's like, Dad, I'm not gonna go to the concert, he's a drunk. It was just so fun and so charming, and it like so authentic it felt. So like those are my favorite parts where she was with her dad. A lot of people are going nuts.
The reviews are great, so congratulations to everyone involved.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, the marketing for it, how much money was spent on the marketing? Oh my god. Because like, I don't know about in other parts of the world, but like in Los Angeles, there's a Star is Born shit everywhere. All over. Yes. It's plastered, it's painted on the sidewalks.
So people are doing their jobs well.
People are doing their jobs, and everyone I know is seeing it and talking about it. So like, bravo to the PR people who of A Star is Born. Y'all are the real stars.
You were born this go round.
You were born this go round, and you were born that way, I guess. Thank you for making Lady Gaga a star.
Yeah, she was not a star until last Thursday.
Well, guys, what did you think of the movie? Chances are, if you're clicking on it, you loved it.
Yes,
you're looking for A Star is Born content.
What were your favorite parts of the film? What were your favorite songs? Whose performance blew you away the most? Tell us below in the comments section. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 2GayMatt. For both of us are Matt Palmer Music for me.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we'll be back soon with another brand new 2Gay Matt.
Bye, guys.
Bye.